Hi, good evening, Falcon families. Welcome to our virtual back-to-school night orientation. My name is Mr. Olenek. Today I'm going to be talking to you and sharing with you about 7th grade mathematics here at Northview Middle School. I'd like to welcome all the parents, teams both IUPUI, which is my team, as well as teams Ball State, which Mr. Peroni teaches on as well. You will see an additional name listed there, and that is Miss Shelby Haskins. She's going to be joining us very soon and joining us here on Team IUPUI. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So we have some tips here that we want to share with you for being successful in a virtual environment. This first tip could be both at school or virtual, and this is just keeping up to date on Skyward. Now, this is where we have missing grades posted, current grades posted, and we ask that students are checking this regularly to make sure that they are up to date in all of their classes. Parents, you should also have access to your child's Skyward as well. The homework hotline is also a valuable tool here at Northview Middle School. We keep this up to date and posted weekly, and you can access the homework hotline through the Northview page. Here's an example of what it looks like. I can access this page here on the Northview Middle School page and click on Homework Hotline. And this is going to bring up a giant spreadsheet of all of the different classes and the teachers and what they're teaching. Let's go ahead and take a look at Team IUPUI for this week. Oh, it looks like there's a test coming up. IXLs 7H4 and 7I9 are going to be due on Sunday. And there's some notifications of next week's IXL towards the end of the week there. Students can and parents can continue to scroll down to the 6th grade. We also have performing arts, exploratory arts, and additional classes as well. Late work here on our team, and specifically in math. At the 4.5 week mark, we want all of our students turning in any late or past due assignments so we can get those plugged in for midterms. Same goes near the end of the trimester as well at that 9-week mark so that we can get those in for grades. Please be sure that your child is communicating with your teacher if they have been missing items or what they can do to make up items. In math class, Mr. Peroni and I have been very forgiving. We really just want students to get the work done. Yes, we love for them to get it in on time, but the bottom line is we want you to practice the work. So if you need an extra day or two for the IXL to get that done, hit that 85% or higher, then please do that so that we can be sure that you are doing the practice part of that. If you need help in math class, there's a lot of different ways you can ask for help. One of them is by retaking a quiz that you may have done poorly on. Often in Canvas, quizzes are scheduled so that you can retake it 2 or 3 or 4 times or more so that you can receive the proficiency of getting that perfect score. The best way to do this is to take a quiz. Maybe you don't do well. Ask Mr. Peroni, ask Mr. Olenek, ask Ms. Haskins. What can I do to do better? Practice a little bit more, then go back, review your notes, and then retake the quiz for a higher score. Northview also has, currently set up office hours with our virtual learning. After each academic class, teachers will be online for 10 to 20 minutes for office hours. We use these for small group instruction, for one-on-one help, for any student that just wants extra practice, or just be able to do their homework with an adult present, being able to help them when they get stuck. So please encourage your child to take advantage of those office hours. Additional office hours happen on Wednesday morning from 8 to 9. We call this our Falcon time. This is a great opportunity for your child to get caught up on a class maybe they're struggling with. Meet with that teacher, get some extra help, get some extra practice in, maybe redo an assignment or a quiz to bring their particular grade up. If you're still looking for help, please feel free to reach out and contact your math teacher through Canvas or send us an email too as well. Ultimately, we want your child to be successful in math class and be able to grow. There's a picture of Mr. Peroni. Mr. Peroni has many years teaching experience. He's taught at the elementary school. He's taught 4th grade. He's also taught high schoolers, but he absolutely loves middle school, and he has some phenomenal lessons that he has recorded, and all 7th grade students have seen some of the videos. He explains them very well. His email is down there, mperoni@msdwt.k12.indiana.us. There's a picture of myself there. I lived right outside Chicago for several decades. There's Lake Michigan, one of our last kind of family vacations. Made it down to Disney World. There's a family fan favorite, Chewbacca. We love Star Wars. I have 8 children. Only 5 of them joined us. The youngest one was a baby at the time and stayed up here with the grandma. And my other 2 were working at the time and weren't able to join us. My email is molenick@msdwt.k12indiana.us. It's spelled MOLEJNIK. One thing that, like I had said earlier, we really want each student to be able to learn how to learn. With this virtual learning environment, we're really going to utilize Canvas a whole lot more than in the past. In the springtime, maybe you noticed several of your students working through modules or doing a lot of independent work when we were under quarantine. We sort of have a goal is that we want to have live lessons this fall and more of that live interaction with the students to be able to ask questions and do demonstrations and go over model problems with those students. So every class period, we're asking students to sign in to Zoom. They've been doing a great job having their video on, having their first and last name on there, muting themselves, and participating as best as they can in a virtual environment. We do use the IXL program. This helps us with supplementing what we are working on and teaching. Most of those IXLs are homework practice. Every once in a while, we'll find one that Mr. Peroni and I will use and give as an assessment or a grade. Just a reminder that homework is practice time. This is one of the most important pieces of becoming proficient in math. First, we want to get to mastery and get to 100% accuracy. Then we can work on the speed format once we get to that 100% accuracy. Your child should be doing math every single night, whether it's IXL or just some logic games or just practice games. But a little bit of math every day will help keep them fresh. Students, as mentioned before, I have the ability to retake quizzes. Please contact your teacher to retake any quiz that they may have done poorly on. And once again, please reach out, see Mr. Peroni, myself, Ms. Haskins, for extra help or if you have any questions. We do use the Springboard Math series, kind of looks like this, and yes, it's consumable, and I've got a big stack in the corner because we weren't able to get these handed out with virtual teaching. However, we do take this material and we take questions from it to go ahead and supplement our teaching with aligns with the Indiana math standards that are being taught. The grading for math class is the same in all math classes. 70% is going to be the summative part. This is going to be assessments like tests, quizzes, major projects. Then 30% of your grade is going to be the formative part. That's going to be in classwork, homework done, participating in class, some of the little things, including IXL assignments. And finally, yes, having 8 kids of my own and having them going through virtual school as well as teaching in a virtual school this year definitely looks a little bit different. I try to talk and speak with the kids that just because it's different doesn't mean that I don't want them to try their best. Every day I ask them to just do your job. And do your job, that means you're a student. Be a student, get your work done, practice, and work hard. But if you find your child is having problems or maybe you have a question, you or your child can feel free to reach out to me through Canvas. You can message me there. You can email me, or you can even stay on and click on the link for our live question and answer session, which is going to be going on tonight during our virtual evening from 7 to 8 o'clock p.m.